Okay, so while my steak is finishing up in the oven, I would like to share with you all possibly the most ass-backwards comment I have ever received on this channel. I read this at 7 a.m. today, and wow, what an experience. You have gotten very fat. I recommend developing disordered eating. It's fast to lose weight and you will feel better about yourself. You used to be very thin enough to be used as thinspo, but you are turning into... I hope you get better soon and become beautiful again. Anyways, let's begin, shall we? Today is Sunday, July 25th. I'm having breakfast right now. It's about 10 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. today and I started working on a painting that you cannot see because it's a surprise. There's so much cucumber in this salad. I think I'm literally gonna turn into a cucumber. This is too much. But moral of the story is I've been up for a while now and I'm starting to get delirious, so after this, I'm probably gonna take a nap. And then I'm gonna work out. I'm doing a little bit of a triathlon today, not gonna lie. I wanted to do a little bit of everything just to keep it exciting, you know? We're gonna swim, bike, and run. Yes, I am eating bacon with a fork. What? Anyways, I'm gonna finish eating now, then I'm gonna take a nap, and then we'll talk later. Good morning. Okay, so I just woke up from my nap. That was like one of the best naps of my entire life. I dreamed. Well, it wasn't a very pleasant dream, to be honest. I dreamed about Slender Man. He broke into my house, so that wasn't fun. Anyways, it's time to go and swim. I've booked the pool from noon until I don't even know when. Oh my god, guys, look. I got AirPods, I know. Okay, let me explain. So you know the wire? Well, the wire kept on like bouncing on my neck. And that was like tickling it, which led me to scratch it. And that's not good with the whole eczema situation. You know what? I have to admit, they're pretty good because like I put them in and I can even hear what you're saying. Like the noise cancellation is just amazing. Anyways, it's time to go. I've rambled for long enough. It's the wrinkly under eyes for me. So this is my second workout back since I've escaped the throes of topical steroid withdrawal, and I have to admit, improvements have already been made. I woke up that morning and dared to ask the question, is it possible to swim 100 laps in this little dinky 15-meter pool? And the answer is yes, at the expense of your sanity. I think it goes without saying that counting to 100 was a bit of a chore, you know? I mean, I was lucky because the pool wasn't that busy that day, so I was able to get the whole thing done pretty quickly. It ended up lasting about 20 minutes. I was happy with it. Anyways, after that, I ran home, full tilt, you know, sprint, barged into the house, walked around like a wet duck for a couple of minutes, put on my shorts, and then I bribed my mom to come and bike with me. I would have also asked my dad to come with me, but he was busy, so we had to skip out on that one. Now, I'm sorry that you were dealing with this 1 pixel footage of me biking. Listen, everything I'm about to tell you, please do not replicate it in your life. I am a hazard to society when I go on my bike rides. I bike sometimes 30 plus kilometers an hour and sometimes don't stop at the stop signs. I'm sorry it had to be said. Like, I've almost been hit by a car too many times to count. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have said this online. Probably the internet police are gonna come knocking down my door. But anyways, moving on. So after that was finished and all done with, I was gonna go for a run, but I was actually pooped. I had biked about 30 kilometers total, so my legs were absolutely dead. They were like actual lead. Whoa, bars. So I went just on a 5-kilometer walk with my mom. It was pleasant, it was nice, we got some sun. And yeah, that was that. These boots are made for walking. That's just what they do. One day these boots are gonna walk all over you. Hi, hello, how's it going? So it's almost 7:30 p.m. right now. And I've had dinner, you know. I had a pretty easy afternoon. After that workout, I mean, I pretty much couldn't really do anything else. My legs are literally calcified. I am waxing my legs right now. This is the first time I've waxed my legs in almost 9 months because of, you know, Little Miss topical steroid withdrawal. I don't think I have to explain why waxing your legs while your skin is simultaneously falling off is not a good idea, but, you know, teach their own, I guess. Guys, look at this. Look at this tragedy. I've had this watch literally since 2016. This has been with me for so long. I don't remember life before this. While I've been, you know, looking for a replacement, I've just had to make do with my mom's boring black one. This is like actually disgusting. Guys, I grew. I grew half an inch, and I'm 20 years old. Science, explain it, please. I used to be 5'4" and 1/8, and now I'm 5'4" and 5/8. I'm like massive. I don't think you understand. I'm literally huge. I need to take this opportunity to thank whichever saint it was who changed my height on Wikipedia to 5'6". I'm not 5'6". I'll never be 5'6". I wish I was 5'6". I mean, I wish I was 6 feet tall. Why did no one tell me that Jessie Ware dropped What's Your Pleasure Deluxe Edition? Okay, I hate to say this, and this is like borderline problematic probably, but this is future nostalgia on drugs. I mean, no shade to Dua Peep, you know. I like future nostalgia. I love future nostalgia, but this? Like, you can't even compare, you know? Anyways, I think that's all you're gonna hear from my annoying ass today. I hope you guys had a good day. And we'll start this up tomorrow, so toodaloo. Good night, and I hope that the bed bugs annihilate you in your sleep. Love you! Good morning. How's everybody doing? So I've been painting for the past, like, literally 5 hours. When I wake up at 5 a.m., 9 times out of 10, no, like 9.5 times out of 10, I have to take a nap during the day because I just can't stay awake. My conclusions here, after lots of scientific research and data gathering, is that I probably should not wake up at 5 a.m. anymore. Listen, I love being a part of the 5 a.m. club because, I mean, it's fun. You know, you wake up, you kind of feel like a bit of a superhero, not gonna lie. If I intend on waking up at 5 a.m. feeling refreshed, I need to get around 9 or 10 hours of sleep. So that implies going to bed at 7 p.m. 90-year-olds go to bed at 7 p.m. Anyways, that's all I have to say. That was my revelation of the morning, so hope you enjoyed it. Hello. So I had every intention of going on a run and possibly doing a couple of hills. But here's what happened. I'm sore. You know, yesterday when I said that my legs were destroyed, I really meant it. So I've just come here to this little park near my house, and I'm just getting some sun. I spoke about this in a previous video. The sun has been absolutely game-changing for my skin. Just 30 minutes on each side, you know, a little bit of sizzling and you're good, and my skin is perfect. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm not even gonna be the same person. I already know that. The sun is actually blinding me. Sorry, one second. I'm actually lying on a park bench right now because it rained last night, so the grass is all wet. Okay, so this last part of the vlog honestly takes a bit of a questionable turn. So, I went to the gym and I was going to do, you know, my regular exercises and everything. We recently did change to a different gym because I had literally been going to the same gym since I was 10 years old. I needed to sweat somewhere else, you know, I needed to see different people, I needed to use different machines. It was all just getting too monotonous. But anyways, I arrived there, you know, I did a couple of chin-ups on the chin-up machine, so that's an improvement from last time. I did a couple leg raises, I did some leg press, and then I started to scratch a little bit. I got a little bit itchy, and then I had an allergic reaction. Let me explain what happened. My neighbors, bless their hearts, they have this dog that honestly, if the world was ending, I would probably grab him and run. That dog is the best living thing on the planet, period. Well, I think all dogs are like the best living things on the planet, period. So not all of them can be the best. I guess that's socialism if you think too long about it. I think you guys all know that I'm allergic to dogs and pets in general. But, you know, this time I was stupid, frankly, and thought, you know what, just one time won't hurt. I'll pet him and have some fun, you know. So I did. I pet him, and I paid the price dearly, you know. I got hives all over my body, my eyes swelled, my ears swelled shut. It was a fun time, to say the least. But yeah, that was that. And that's the end of the video, because after that, I just pretty much stayed at home for the rest of the day. And I ate dinner and went to bed. I'm fine now, for everybody wondering. It wasn't anything life-threatening. It was just a minor inconvenience, to be frank with you. A minor itchy inconvenience. But, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize that there is no fashion show today. It really do be like that sometimes. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!